First one was a ginormous one that was like the big, like the first big trade that happened was Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, Justin Holiday. All three traded for Tyrese Haliburton, Buddy Hield, Tristan Thompson, and a second-round pick. First of all, Tyrese Haliburton, the Kings traded him when the whole time they've been talking about it's De'Aaron Fox that they want to get rid of.
Right, and like 2 weeks prior, like Tyrese Haliburton was doing an interview and he's like, listen, I don't care what the culture has been in Sacramento. Like, I'm here to stay. I'm here to fix it. I'm here to do what I can for Sacramento. And it's like,
and his teammates outed him, saying he started crying when he heard the news and that he was blindsided and didn't think he would get traded. The Kings made such a weird decision there. Like, I get it. You're trying to change the team. You wanted to like pick a direction, go with it. You picked Fox, so you want Fox into Sabonis. You got rid of Bagley in another trade. They're moving on. They're making changes. I get it. So now their number one scoring option is Harrison Barnes. Number two is Sabonis or Fox.
Yeah.
And then the other, Sabonis and Fox swap off there. Like that's So that's the direction of their team. The Haliburton thing just blows my mind because of like his mentality with the team. Just the fact that he was not skill wise, but he was your Damian Lillard. Like he was I don't care if we're terrible for the next 15 years. I'm going to switch this team around and get us into the playoffs every year. Right. I'm going to play defense and I'm going to play offense. Like it's
a very unique player because his jump shot looks very odd.
Yeah.
He's a very weird looking jump shot, but like, so do I. You know, I can make 1 out of 10 threes. So yeah, I don't know. That was very surprising. I knew they were going to move Buddy Hield. Tristan Thompson's probably just a cash filler. Second round pick is probably just draft capital that Indiana wanted. But Sabonis was the big one. I texted you earlier and I was like, my unpopular opinion might get some heat, but I think that the Los Angeles Lakers should have traded Anthony Davis for a Sabonis package. Maybe even like it's a 3-team trade and someone gets AD and a bunch of firsts and the Lakers get Sabonis and Buddy Hield. I don't know.
Right. And speaking of the Lakers, like they said that they made no moves and they're just going to focus on the buyout market. So continue, probably getting older guys. Like just the LAARP Lakers.
That's funny.
I can't believe that they did nothing, but I agree. So I didn't necessarily think they should trade him for Sabonis, but I texted you right back saying like, I also said this on YouTube and I did get a lot of heat. I thought the Lakers should trade Anthony Davis. I thought Anthony Davis is the one who's got to go. I don't think he is a number one. He's got the talent to be one, but he doesn't have the mentality to be one. So he can fill up the stats, but he's not your leader. It's like Karl Anthony Towns might have bigger numbers than Anthony Edwards if you make them the number one option on a bad team. Cat might have bigger numbers, but I'm still considering Ant a bigger number one because of his mentality.
All right.
I think Anthony.
And it's the thing, yeah. I think like scoring option, Ant is down the stretch, like throughout the whole game, he's got the dog in him, whatever. But also like the leaders on the team, it's like Pat Bev, D'Angelo Russell. So it's like, and I mean, even Cat to some extent, and to some extent too. Like it kind of spreads out throughout the whole thing, rather than some teams just have the one leader.
And that's why the Wolves have gotten better. Is Cat's no longer
Anthony
number
Davis
one.
is just like quiet.
Yeah,
like, subdued,
I think, he's injured all the time for a big guy. It just keeps happening. Obviously, they still need to get rid of Russ. They didn't, but nobody would have taken Russ.
Yeah, we said Russ for Wall back in the day, and that was, are they going to do it? Are they going to do it?
Right, and that's what everybody started talking about a day or two before. What we talked about weeks ago.
They should have.
They should have done something. Like I honestly, with Russ, you just dive into that luxury tax and buy out part of the like do something. But yeah, I think they should have traded AD, even if they didn't go for Sabonis, getting rid of Anthony Davis because that gets you something. So if you still think that LeBron is good enough to carry the team, which his offensive numbers say so, I think his defense and his effort have dropped. His distributing has dropped, but his scoring is gone
having to watch Russ all the time. It's like that's
when he's been in the league 20 years,
right?
Like I don't expect him to I don't expect him to give it his all every time down the court. Being in the league for 20 years, Anthony Davis gets you. Oh, you might be able to get picks for the future. You might be able to get three. Like a fifth man, a sixth man, and a seventh man, plus 2 first-round picks for Anthony Davis.
Right.
that 5th, 6th, and 7th man means more to you than anybody you're getting on the buyout market, and it means more than John Wall. And at that point, you're running through Anthony Davis. You're still Carmelo Anthony. So the LeBron James is having the best season out of anybody that's been in the league longer than 17 years or something like that.
Right.
The second best season in that time is what Melo is currently doing this season. So they have the best season and the second best season of any older player ever.
Sure.
So you can keep running with Melo. You can keep playing LeBron. Then these other people come in. Malik Monk's actually surprised me. I was very wrong. I thought he was going to be a huge bust.
They were all ass at the start. Kendrick Nunn.
But Malik Monk's getting a lot better. So like you could run with Malik Monk as your 6th man still. Get these other 3 or 4 players that you got for Anthony Davis. You could have gotten something that made this team actually like, from like a 10th seed to like a 7th seed. And then you can hope LeBron can carry you there.
They should have done something. I mean, even look at the like Richard Jefferson and Kendrick Perkins when they heard that the Lakers didn't make anything, they started laughing.
Right.
They started laughing. Like I was very surprised too. That was just my thing. Like, you want to replace a center with a center, I guess, for Sabonis, just because I just watched the Kings game, and the second Kings game, like he didn't play in the first Kings game after the trade, but then like this next one, like his effort was just unbelievable. Like they
Sabonis
just came out with like first half he had like 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and I was like, he's just trying to do everything he can for a new team.
Yeah, well, and that's the way he was on the Pacers, and that's the way he was in college when everybody was like, "Oh, is Sabonis one of these bigger names? Like, should teams jump for Sabonis in the lottery?" And it's like, "Oh, maybe not." No, everybody's always looked at Sabonis and thought he's not that great.
When even OKC, when they had him, like
like he's been a double every night, and then on the other nights when he's not a double, he's a triple, and he's so good, and he's just an effort guy. He's Russ level effort from a big man who plays the 3 through the 5, and he's actually an efficient scorer.
Yeah, he does the Jokic things too.
Right, so. He does Jokic things, Russ things, and he's more efficient than Russ.
Yeah,
that
would have been my play. Like, they got Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, and Justin Holiday. They would have had probably 2 starters there with Sabonis and Holiday. Like, Justin Holiday is good,
and then you get another shooter around LeBron
for the bench
with Lamb.
Yeah. I agree. They should have done something.
I think that is a hot take, an unpopular take, but Lakers should have traded Anthony Davis at the deadline. Yes, they should have tried to move. They should have tried to move Russ, but and
THT probably. Like, I don't know. They could have done a lot.
But I think my number one move would have been trying to figure out the biggest prize you could get for Anthony Davis, because I don't think Anthony Davis is doing anything for you. The other night, Anthony Davis had 9 points? Like, I don't know. I think that's great for the Kings, and I think that they got Sabonis and Lamb, but I think Haliburton is going to be a huge future piece. So happy for him.
Yeah,
I think that means the Pacers, because did the Pacers end up trading Brogdon?
No, but I think that means Brogdon's not in their plans.
I agree.
But it sounds like Turner's in their plans.
Turner said, so I put that down because immediately Myles Turner was interviewed or questioned. I don't know if it was a local reporter. I think it was a local reporter asked how he felt. And he said, I am immediately opening my contract extension talks because he now wants to play for the Pacers because he believes he'll be a number 1 option. And he was not being played at center, which obviously I don't watch a ton of Pacers games. I was shocked to hear that. Apparently he was the 4 and Sabonis was the 5. Myles Turner should be your 5.
Yeah, Turner's always been the best. Like, I mean, he's blocks per game, right? Like,
he's still leading in blocks a game.
So let him and like Mitchell Robinson and Gobert, something like that. Those 3.
Usually always those 3.
So
usually always Gobert and Turner, and then AD's up there.
Especially with like Sabonis and like his kind of free reign to like move around as much. Whereas Turner's got a jump shot, but like, I don't know, they both got jump shots. But yeah.
So Turner's part of the plan. It'll be Haliburton, Turner, and then some draft picks.
TJ Warren in there.